Son shit, y'all ready?
I hope y'all are. This is the Valentine's episode, so this is a little different. We gon', you know what I'm saying? We didn't do a person, we did a deity. You know what I'm saying? Oshun of the Orisha deities. Y'all, if you know, I've tapped into that a few times here and there. I don't even think those aired. We did do that. I'm just letting y'all know that might not have aired. I might have to go back and look. But we definitely tapped into it. And yeah, man, this is that episode. It was Valentine's Day. I uncanceled R. Kelly. That's how you want to say it. For the night, it was all good. Remember when you saw Ten Commandments, and the Pharaoh was laying there. He was like, "I'm going to do something that I forbid. I said no one should speak his name again, and I'm going to say it and then die. Moses." Then he just died. Like, his last words was Moses, and it was like, and then he faded away. It was that was, nobody died, I hope. But we did do that. We was like, yo, uplift the band for a minute and rock with some R. Kelly all night. Look, I don't even want to get into the subject of R. Kelly. One of the greatest talents ever. Then we know what he did, but that ain't even the point. We talked about Oshun. You know what I'm saying? And all that she embodies. Not everything, because it was a small segment, but still, what she embodies. So that was this episode. That's this episode. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, since we're talking about love, I have a question. I always get ready to gear into asking this question, but I don't ask it. But I'm going to ask it. When you see these segments out here, because the females seem to have this world that they live in, and I wonder about it. You know what I mean? There's the thing where, like, I need a man to make this much money. I need a man to be able to take care of my needs. He needs to be able to boom, boom, boom for me. I have three questions for the females who say this. One, what is your relationship status? You can't be single, or you can't be in, like, well, I'm not really dating right now because I haven't found anybody for me. Like, to give advice and to not be in a relationship, that's just bitter single broad talk. No disrespect. You know what I'm saying? All that, you know what I'm saying? The options are open. I feel you on that. But what I'm saying is, if you're not in a relationship and you're trying to tell people what to look for, or what you haven't gotten there yet. Why? You know what I'm saying? If you're not in a relationship, how are you giving advice about relationship? Then my second question is, what do you do? Because all of these females seem to be like, I need a man to do. I grew up, remember when we grew up where that was the thing? I don't need no man. I can take care of myself. I got this. You know what I'm saying? Boom. I just want you to be there, to console me, to be there, to be my companion, to be there, and we can build together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can do this by myself, but I prefer to have somebody that I can connect with on a spiritual, mental, you know what I'm saying, psychological, hopefully, definitely good physical level, to be my counterpart, to coexist with. Like, chicks now, like, I'm like, what is your job? Is your job to basically get the money as you're rotating around, jumping on podcasts? Or do you generate money from I'm hoping maybe your podcast? Like, where's the money come from? Then my third question is, and this is the one that's going to be really crazy, what do you want? I hear females say, oh, they don't want no man that don't make this kind of money. Oh, that's too much. That's not enough for me. I need somebody to be able to blase. But then it's like, is it about the money, or is it about the adventure? Because there's brothers out here. There are men out here who make buku paper, but they don't do anything because most of the time they're working. So then it's like, do you want the money, but not the adventure? Or are you just going, I want to adventure? Because I saw one thing where a chick was like, oh yeah, you can make this much money and live in a shoebox, so now you got expendable cash to just like, so that'd be good. So it's like, no, it's not about the money, it's the adventure. It's the trips, it's the going to the restaurants, it's the XYZ. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing, there's entrepreneurs out there all over the place. They're not spending a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? They own their business. Uncle Willie at the corner store, Uncle Willie's corner store, Uncle Willie's been holding that down for like 30 years. Uncle Willie's been driving the same car for 40 years. The car that he got in high school is the same car and his kids are popping, but Uncle Willie ain't popping. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Willie is real stingy with his money. Uncle Willie, you know what I'm saying? The guys who got a food truck, a lot of them are out here riding in the most fanciest joints. You know what I'm saying? They got humble rides because they were like, yo, I took my money and I invested in this food truck. I have deals to make with these people to get these kind of chips, to get this kind of meat, to get this kind of cheese, to get this kind of bread. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get these kind of drinks. I want this here. I gotta get that there. Then you gotta find, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go through all the processes of getting you a spot and how much that costs. I got this, and that's their money, and the money that they generate most of the time. If it isn't towards making sure that their family has a better situation, it's going back into that. You know what I'm saying? It's going back into that joint, like whatever it is that their food truck is providing. Same thing with the mom pop restaurants. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of other stuff that goes on. Are you going, I want that because that's their business. People are like, oh, well, you need to get your own. People have their own business. I need a man who provides for himself, who got his own thing together. You really don't want these dudes. You really don't. Let's keep it a buck. You really don't want the guy who owns his own restaurant, who's there 7 days a week, if he is open 7 days a week, from the start of the morning till the store opens, then the restaurant closes, then he's doing the cleanup with his crew. You don't want that. Then he wakes up and do it again. A lot of those people don't have, they're not watching a lot of stuff. They're not doing a lot of stuff. This is their life. Like when they do take those trips, it's like, yeah. And when they find, that's the thing too. These people also have to find someone that they trust to hold it down while they're gone. And thinking about it by today's standard, that's hard. That's hard. A lot of dudes is out here. A lot of females are out here. A lot of people don't trust somebody to be like, yo, you got me on this? I'm about to go on vacation. You got me on this? I'm sick. Hey, go get the keys. You hold it down for me. Boom, boom, boom. A lot of people don't trust people like that anymore because a lot of workers don't get down like that anymore. You know what I'm saying? This ain't back in the day. Those days are over with. Everybody wants to act like they don't have a job. So it's like, do you want that money or do you want the adventure? Because there's somebody's district manager for Foot Locker, Food Lion, Kroger, Target, Walmart, Speedway, Quick Trip. There's a district manager who travels all the time and probably and has to work those and has to use it or lose it with those 4 weeks that he gets or she gets. But we talking about women wanting the men, so he gets. And then it's like, yo, and still be on call. I never hear these women talk about doctors. Never really hear them talk about lawyers. It's like you want somebody who not only makes money, but can provide you the journey, the quest, the adventure that you think you should get. The house part, they're gonna have the house. They're gonna have their house, they're gonna have a car, they're gonna have a nice living. You know what I'm saying? Your children will be able to go to nice schools. They don't want that. They want the adventure. I want to go here. I want to go there. I want this. I want that. They want the lifestyle. The money ain't. That's my thing. Like, is it really the money or is it the lifestyle that you want? Everybody who's making money isn't living this lifestyle. That's the thing. So do you really want somebody who can financially secure you, or do you want someone who can give you this lifestyle that you think you need, take you to these places that you need to go? Because again, Uncle Willie owns a store. Uncle Willie ain't going out here to these super duper fancy restaurants. He gonna go to a decent restaurant, and a lot of times it's gonna be a restaurant from somebody that he knows. Because at the end of the day, that's how the world really works. You know what I'm saying? When you're not out here trying to impress somebody, you're a regular at a decent restaurant, and you're like, boom, you become a regular. It's a nice thing. You know what I'm saying? You're like, yo, I wanna go to these super duper fancy. People don't go to super duper fancy restaurants unless that's their place. And how do you get that to be your place? You go in and you test it, and you're like, yo, this food ain't worth the money that y'all are charging. This is nasty. I'm gonna go back to where I was at. And then you boom, and you go there. You know what I'm saying? And you have that experience. Now, if somebody's trying to bring you along and go, yo, I like this place. Nah, I need someplace more extravagant. This seems cheap, but the food's good. You see what I'm saying? Like, what is it for show, or do you really want to build with this person? Because again, going back to Uncle Willie in his store and John in the food truck, are you gonna get down and rock with the food truck? Are you gonna get in the food truck with me and we prepare these meals and I gotta go, no, this is how we do that, bop, bop, bop. Yeah, that's how we get down with that. Make sure you put a little bit of this on that and this on that. And then start knowing customers. Yo, they don't really like it when it's like this, so we make a little different for that person right there. Boom, boom. Because that's what happens. That's what happens. Like, they don't ever say that they're part of that. They don't, even when they say, I want a man that makes X, 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 Y, and Z, they're never like, I want to be with, I've heard chicks go, I don't want to be with you while you're in the process of becoming who you are. I want the finished product. And that's where I get into the point where I'm like, simps. Because only simps are cool with that. You know what I'm saying? Only simps are alright with like, yo, now I become this and I'm successful. Ooh, look. It's coochie galore. Everybody's after me now. Nah. A lot of times they're like, yo, this is the shorty that I was rocking with. The shorty, when I first opened up my joint, they came inside. I was like, yo, I like this. Boom, boom, boom. And then they became a regular customer. And they're like, hey, boom, boom, boom. And he talks to that customer, and that customer sees the struggle. Man, maybe you need to work out something where you can do. And he takes that advice. He goes, yo, that was good, some good advice. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. Hey, if you ever need any help, that person starts working. They become a couple. They build together. They get married, or they don't get married. But they're together, and years go by, and he's like, yo, I'm going to put you in on this. This is ours now. A lot of your advice when you were just a customer helped grow this. Thank you. They're a thing. You know what I'm saying? Chicks want to be the white girl from Waiting 2XL. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be Angela Bassett. They want to be whoever dude left Angela Bassett for. Ooh, this is really official now. I'm here. That's who chicks want to be. Chicks want to be that. They don't want to be Angela Bassett going, you know what I'm saying? I was out here. The struggle was real. I was there for you. I had your back. You're a simp. If that's your lifestyle, like, yo, they want me now. I'm here now. They're there, they want me. And you end up blowing your money to keep these chicks who that's what they're attracted to. They care less about you. It was that. Valentine's Day, y'all. Stop being simps. Valentine's Day, ladies. What do you want? Do you really want a man who makes a certain amount of money? Or do you want a man who can accommodate the idea of the adventure that you think you should be having? Everybody's not making this kind of money and then going, oh yeah, then I just took 2 weeks off from wherever it is I do when I want to go here and there. It doesn't work that way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's like, you know what I'm saying, that Super Bowl party that Super Bowl, going to Vegas, they gotta organize that. Oh, where's the next Super Bowl gonna be next year? I gotta make sure I put in my time to be like, yo, this is where I'm going. And then when that job go to this district manager, to this high paid person, we're gonna need you here for this. Hey, babe, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about right there. We can't never go nowhere. We can't never do nothing. We got this house downtown that you gotta, like, while you're driving by, yeah, you see the road, but the house is way back there. That's us. We're living. but we ain't doing nothing with our lives. I need somebody to take me around the world and take me to the joint. I wanted to go to the Super Bowl. I gotta be at the All-Star Weekend. I wanna go here. I wanna go there. Which one is it that y'all really want? I'm asking those 3 questions. What's your dating status? What is it that you do for a living? And what do you really want in that relationship? The money or the adventure? And when you ask that, that's when it gets real murky. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, a lot of these clips are always for the conversational piece. I don't know what's up. You know what I'm saying? You see all the comments and the bantering back and forth and the, you know what I mean? The bickering back and forth and all this and that. There's no real right answer for somebody else's relationship. Outside of, are they beating you? Oh, you got to go. Are they cheating on you? Oh, you got to go. The rest of that stuff, everything depends on the individual. Oh, girl, you with him? Yeah, he's trying to start up a company and he's, oh, shoot, you ain't gonna have no time because he's so focused on trying to get that together. Let that go. You know what I'm saying? What is it that you want? Valentine's Day episode, y'all. That's what you get in the Valentine's episode. What is it, you know what I'm saying, do people really want? Matter of fact, for Valentine's Day, what happened to Cupid? Can we ask about Cupid? What happened to Cupid? Ain't seen Cupid in a minute. Did they just stop doing Cupids? Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna keep this very short, but that's just something I had to get off my chest during this Valentine's Day. What is it that these women want? We know what men want. Men want 2 things. Real men anyway. Companionship, being down, and a woman. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And all the things that come with being with your woman. You know what I'm saying? But definitely be down with me. Make sure we good. Hold me down. Boom, boom, boom. Women are like, no. There's so many other things going on. And when you, like I said, and it seems weird to be listening. And same thing with the men. These podcasts where you're listening to dudes who also might not be in relationships. So you're watching single people debate about relationships. How does that work? That's my thing. Like, how are you watching single people have these gender wars about relationships? A lot of these chicks are single because, you know what I'm saying? So, and they be like, oh, it's because my standards are high. It might not be your standards. It might just be the whole thing. Everything with the exception of looks. It could be everything. Because I've seen those videos where they sitting in the restaurant and it's like the vibe that you give off on that in that clip that you're posting doesn't even seem like you're qualified to be in that restaurant. Remember, like, I always bring that up. Remember when the black dude who owned the restaurant had to holler at the shorties like, yo, y'all gotta, I'm gonna have to ask y'all to leave. I've been asking y'all to kind of tone it down with the noise. Y'all gotta go. And because it was a black restaurant owner, as black people, we saw that. Now, let that have been white people, we would have been out here. Man, they act like they don't understand our culture. That's what we do. We flip real quick. But since that was a black man, we was riding with it and was like, yo, yeah. And if my man didn't ask y'all a few times to fall back on the noise, y'all got to go. Everybody's not adaptable to better situations. You can't take everybody to these places. Sometimes you really have to be groomed and cultivated. You have to be sculpted. You have to, you know what I'm saying? Somebody has to teach you how to go about the process of being here. You know, it looks good on TV when people just go anywhere and you're like, yeah, everybody doesn't really, that's not the real world. Everybody's not doing that. You're not going to just go up into these super fancy and understand what these fancy restaurants are about. Like, yeah, sometimes you got to pay for them reservations. So now it's like, yo, I paid for this reservation and then you decided to not show up. And then you're like, hey, what we doing late? No, we ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? It costs to hold this spot. You know what I'm saying? It costs to do this, and the third. You know what I'm saying? You have to dress a certain way to walk up in here. women say what they want, but with more money comes a responsibility on your end to be able to fit into that. Now it's up to you to be like, oh yeah, I make this kind of money and I go to these kind of restaurants. Make sure that you dress accordingly. Make sure that you do this right here accordingly. Make sure that you keep your vocal tones down. If they go, hey man, we don't really want people out here doing this thing where they taking pictures of the food or even having their phones out. We got the live music coming through. We do this, we do that. You gotta go by the rules. Are you really ready for that? Are you really ready for that? That's the other thing. You know what I'm saying? Chicks that I don't want to be at the Cheesecake Factory. Okay, cool. And that's not a white thing. That's a black thing. That's people thing. I've been to restaurants where the owners are like, oh, we prefer you to come in, no hats, no sneakers, no jeans. You know what I'm saying? This ain't a rap video, and people get offended. We want you to come in like you're going out to the opera. We want you to look elegant. We want you to, you know what I'm saying? Be dressed. We have a live band. They play the music. You know what I'm saying? We have expensive champagne, and it's a soul food place. Like the food they're giving you is soul food, but they're elegant. That catfish is good, but it's an elegant place. You just can't come up in here, you know what I'm saying? Like you just walked off the street. You got to look the part to come up in here. Oh, this place too bougie. Look, they think it's just catfish. Y'all bougie. This black man is like, yo, I'm putting money into this black company's pocket. This is the way they roll. It's cool to be able to still get our food and be elegant and have black excellence. You ain't trying to ride. That's where we at. You see what I'm saying? Do you want to really be down, or you just want to be around for the good times? Are we down all the way, or you just fair weather friend? Ooh, we about to go somewhere. I'm down now. What happens when Uncle Willie gets sick? And I've seen this. This goes. Shout out to rest in peace to Kevin Samuels, where chicks were like, yo, they put me on, they put me in school, they did this and this, and then they got sick and I bounced. That's the wild part. What are these relationships really? That's all I'm asking. You know what I'm saying? Valentine's Day show, y'all. That's all I'm asking. Hopefully love was in the air for everybody. Hopefully y'all did something great. Hopefully y'all did something good. This is this episode. I'm not going to talk. Look, I've talked too much already about this. And I don't know who my listeners, they say I don't have a lot of female listeners. I'm cool. But for the dudes who are listening, that's the question. For dudes who are listening and females say all of this kind of stuff to you, that's what you ask. You go, hey, you want the money or you want the adventure? I got money. The money's here. Are you know what I'm saying? Do you want to live a certain lifestyle or do you want the money? Because again, those don't always add up. Dudes start saving money when them kids come through and they go, yo, I'm gonna make sure my kids get to a good school, but they got that money. Why don't we do this and this and that and then the third? Don't have the time. I need it. Then that's what it becomes, right? I need somebody who gonna be able to provide for me on yeah, you got the money, but we don't do nothing. That's how most people are when they get a lot of money. They're constantly working. So yeah, fellas, for all of our fellas listening, all across the world too, by the way. That's the question. Where are we with our relationship? What is it that you want out of a relationship with me? Because the debates are going on, and this gender war thing, it's not really a gender war. What it is social media has everybody living their best life. Regular life is not an option for a lot of people. They don't think that's an option for themselves. So it's better to look like you're living and really be in a bad place than it is to solidly be on solid ground, have a dope foundation, and build from there, and stay in the crib. Go out when it really counts. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that group of people are coming to town, or they're coming somewhere close. Yeah, I'll take that 4-hour drive out there and rock, and then stay at the hotel for the weekend. That's a once every 6 months thing, maybe once a year. Oh yeah, Super Bowl's coming. This is my business. I now have somebody that I think can hold it down responsibly, or as a gift to that person who I know who has been down with me since day one. Food truck is gonna fall back during Super Bowl weekend. So the week of, we're gonna be closed. We'll return Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get y'all Monday before the Super Bowl. From that Tuesday to that next Tuesday, from that Tuesday to the next Tuesday, it's gonna be closed. We open back up Tuesday morning. Boom. From that Tuesday to that Monday, we're closed. We're gonna open back up that Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Me and my mans, me and my shorty, whoever my co-workers are who have been down with me, and we have generated enough money. They're not going through financial things. I've held up enough money. I've looked at tickets. I was like, boom, boom, boom. And if you have a family, if you think you want to bring the family, everybody's going to have their own hotel room. You might have to pay for your family ticket because I got you. But you might have to pay for your family, and if not, let them know, hey, mommy or daddy is about to be out there in Vegas and take pictures and enjoy this life. And we got Super Bowl tickets. They might not be the best tickets, but we're going to be at the Super Bowl. I got y'all. That's a rare, like those things happen in that pocket. And those are also people who they ain't simping. There's no sipping in their game. You know what I'm saying? They're not impressed with chicks trying to woo them and go, ooh, cause I see you got this money, and then right now they're like, yo, I came up with the idea. I brought these people in. These people are good people. These are people I trust. These are people who have been with me for the last 5 or 6, 7 years. Money's good. Business has been great. I'm gonna treat us to something. When I find a woman that I feel is with me for me, then we'll go from there. But from that point on, nah, ain't no simping in this over here. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no sucker for love over here. We ain't doing none of that. I'm done talking about that. I'm sorry, I can mess around and have a whole episode about that because I don't get it. But anyway, that ain't what we're gonna do. Oshun, this is the episode. My bad for boring y'all, or maybe not boring y'all, but making y'all think like, yo, he right. Let's get it in. Let's do what we do. Thank y'all for listening. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide, Lost Boys. Do your research on all the deities. You know what I'm saying? Or Yoruba, Nigeria, Africa. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many other things out there in Africa. Everybody has their own thing. So it's dope. We gonna tap into a whole lot of other stuff. We rarely do this. We probably need to do this a little more often. It is what it is. Thank y'all. Like I told y'all, Black History Month. We're gonna try to give you 2 episodes each week. This is what we do. Thank y'all for listening. Let's get into this. Yes, and it just don't stop. We like, yes, and it just don't stop. It's like, yes, and it just don't stop. It's like, hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something real, right? This is real deal right here. I used to have a sweater like my joint, like my man joint. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all seen the videos of that joint. I can't easily, and he fall in the snow. Yeah, I had a straight little turtleneck joint like that, right? And like this is slightly before the video came out, and I'm rocking the joint. Now brothers are brothers. Brothers are just like dog. That joint look mad warm. I don't even think it's that cold out here. Brothers is just like, okay, look at him out here looking like he want to be on like an Ebony magazine or something. Because we brothers, brothers say what they want to, every once in a while, brothers say something crazy. Chicks, on the other hand, oh, look at you acting like you about to bust out in a song or something. You got the R&B sweater on. Ooh, look at you. Okay, all right, out here acting like you make R&B records. Look at you. You look like you should be on somebody's joint, like you the thinking man. Put your hands on your head like you thinking about something. Look at this dude over here, sophisticated or something. Ooh, you look like you read books. Dude, like, don't get it twisted. Dudes were saying that too, but when dudes said it, it was a little weird. Like, dudes would like demoralize you, especially like the homies would just be like, look at you, man. You look like you sing songs. Dudes who didn't know me were really coming from my head. They was like, dog, you look super soft. You look like the type of dude that cry in the corner at night. You look like the type of dude who hold the sheets to their chest and weep. You know what I mean? Like that type of joint. You look like you write poetry under the moonlight. I'm like, yo, come on, man, for real? But it's all good, man. It's all good. Anyway, that was the joint though. I ain't gonna front. I'm telling y'all, man, it's R. Kelly got heat. He gone. R. Kelly got heat. It is such a, like, it feels good to play this joint. I'm sorry, y'all might not hear no more R. Kelly for years coming from me. You know what I'm saying? Lisa, and Bad Boy G, they'll do it. Lisa London will do it. What's my man on Tuesdays? I can't think of his name right now. He'll do it. You know what I'm saying? Reggie might slide something in the mix real quick. You know what I'm saying? Real quick. What's the Fiesta, we mixed it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm done with this for a while. I'm gonna fall back for it for a minute. But I just said we gotta do it like this. Keep it right there. Keep it right there. Word. So you know what time of the night it is. And we're gonna do it like this. Take it from the top. Take it from the top. Like this. This moment in Black history. We're gonna take it to a whole mythological landscape of life right now. With it being Valentine's, I was like, yo, how can we get into this mindset of love and the act of making love? Ooh, wait, that sound like, yo, I just don't want to be in love. I want you to know what love is. I want to be a part of the act of making love. Not just in the physical body sweat, heartbeat pumping, but in the butterflies are in my abdomen, traveling when I hear you call my name, and from the touches on my body. I'm bugging. Anyway, hey, I started out like I was about to say some really profound joints, but then I don't know, man. It just, hey, the crazy part is, that's my whole life. Like, ain't no smoothness to me. Like, I get up and roll up on the shorty, be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Some people be playing all the time. So, you know what I'm saying? You know how it is, yeah, word. So when you gonna let me touch on that body? Come here, girl, let me squeeze on you. And then she's just like, oh, I'm out the mood. Nah, you ain't out the mood. Come on, girl. You naked, I'm naked. Let's do what we do. Then you just start dancing. I'm my bad, y'all. My bad. Anyway, what we talking about? I don't know what look, I was about to say Nigeria. That's what we gonna do. Nigeria. Bring the beat back, cause I'm bugging. Nigeria. So we're gonna talk about the goddess Oshun. Oshun. I might be saying her name wrong. My bad. This is the goddess of fertility, the goddess of love, the goddess of purity. This is the goddess who they, you know what I'm saying? Tradition has it that she is one of the several wives of Shangon. And I figure I just butchered that too. That is the god of thunder. But what it is people out there in Oshogobo, Nigeria, they rock with her hard. They go to the river. It is said that she came down and provided them a river and was like, yo, I allow you to not only have this river, but build and prosper. And every year they go back and they give sacrifice, they give prayers, they ask for wealth, they ask for children, they ask for better health. She is a strong piece of the thing, you know what I'm saying? She is just what it is to be the queen of love, the queen, you know what I'm saying? Basically, she is what they say is the creation of human beings. And there lies the points of what she does. She is just that. You know what I mean? Water, purity, love, sensuality. You know what I'm saying? She is one of the most powerful of the gods. You know what I'm saying? This is what we talk about. She is one of the most powerful deities. And she has everything. She also, we ain't gonna get into all the foulness because she does have moments of jealousy. And they say when angered, she floods the earth. But we gonna keep it on, it's Valentine's Day, so we ain't gonna talk about all that happiness, even though I just said that. This is what we do right here. Please look up how it gets down, how it goes down. You know what I'm saying? She keeps balance of the spirit world. She is the mother of all sweet things. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. She is a supreme God. You know what I'm saying? She helps populate the earth and she helps maintain balance in the humanity and the love that is given and shared throughout the earth. Beautiful, man. That's some beautiful joint, yo. Please do not just on her, but the whole thing, man. The whole gods and goddesses of our people, man. You know what I'm saying? The African people. This is what we do, because we always out here learning about, you know what I'm saying, Zeus and them. Let's learn about other joints, man. This is that Black History moment. This is what we do. This is how we get down. Thank y'all for listening. This is what I love this joint right here. Legal Crime Radio. You know what I'm saying? Live at the Oasis. I don't know what we're doing for next year's Valentine's Day, but this was dope. Last year was just like a bunch of slow jams. This time we dedicated a whole joint to R. Kelly. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. This is how we get down. Word. Say word. Let's get back into this music and do what we do, because we still got gang of joints to play. I got heat. Like I told y'all, we just throwing some joints out there. Y'all, I know y'all riding too. I know y'all like, ooh, I remember when this came out. Ooh, I remember when this was rocking. I know y'all are. Because I am. Sometimes I get lost in them. I'm like, ooh, next track. Just like right now. Let's do what we do. Yes. You know how we do, man. This was dope. I'm gonna let y'all know. Bump and grind is what I use. Like when I do this R. Kelly thing and I go, I'm gonna violate. I'm gonna play R. Kelly. I usually end it off with the bump and grind. But with the circle back around and talk about love, that's love. My man said he'll trade in his life for her. You know what I'm saying? That's love right there. So I was like, yo, we gotta end it off with that. Plus, it's just so soulful. I remember hearing that joint on Hampton University. I thought it was R. Kelly, because I would always catch it at the end, like around with the choir and joint. So I'm like, I don't know. And this is like, I didn't cop the R. Kelly album, so I'm like, Then I'm at somebody's crib and they're playing the R. Kelly joint, and they're letting the whole joint play. And that joint came on. I was like, oh snap, that was R. Kelly. Then I had to go out and get the joint, but you know what I mean? But anyway, that was actually, I ain't gonna front, y'all. That was the turning point. I was like, yo, this is dope. I ride with this right here. So I'm like, yo, when we do these joints, and it's like, yo, we did the R. Kelly joint. I had to end it off with that, man, and rock that out there with y'all. And you know what I'm saying? Saturday, I know what we do Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Nobody puts baby in the corner. Bring it on back, and we rock it like. Y'all know what we do Saturday. universe of soul. We're gonna be all over the place. You know how we do, how we get down. Wednesday. Next Wednesday. Prepare for a lot of hip hop. A lot of 90s hip hop. No, stop. Lot of 90s, lot of 90s, Hold on. Remember when they was like, hold on. Lot of 90s, trading your life for it. She be like, this is what you like for it. Would you be there for me? Yup. Do you care for me? Yup. Anyway, I was out here about to just do my own little remix of that R. Kelly joint. But anyway, prepare for a lot of hip hop, a lot of cutting and scratching. It's like around my birthday time, so I'm gonna really get grimy on the music level and all that. So you know how we do. But anyway, until then, y'all know how we get down. Now, baby, you can get ready to try to put me in the... What is Dirty Dancing? Nobody puts baby in the corner. Like, yo, with a schnauzer like she had, like, she sniff her way out. No disrespect to that broad, I'm just saying. Anyway, and rest in peace to Patrick Swayze. So let's get down like this. We like here. It's like 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. I'm about to go like. They say you only live once. That's a lie. You only die once. So anytime that your God allows you to get out here and continue your journey, please show the world the best version of you. I hope all y'all had a good Valentine's Day. On the West Coast, y'all still have time. Do what y'all do. Peace and be safe.
This is a Soul of Art presentation.